Part 5. All right. Make note of the directors of films you like. Find interviews for those films with the directors. We all know how to do this, yes? So you pick a film, you search for that film, you go to IMDb, and you see who directed it. Then you go to YouTube, you put the name of that film, you put the name of the director, and you click search. If that reveals nothing, then you add the words interview. Why do you want to do this? Because ultimately, you can see interviews with actors, but they've already got the job, right? They're only going to tell you what they did, and that there's something to be learned from that. But if you see it from the person opposite you, not so much opposite, but the person that potentially would be employing you, then you can craft in your head exactly how you feel they cast people. Like I know one director, he says that he casts people from their eyes and how they look from their eyes. And that was intriguing to me. That made me think, okay, not to get surgery or anything, but made me think, okay, that makes sense because I've watched his movies and yes, the actors that he casts, they have strong eyes. Strong in the sense that they all tell the story. They have story eyes, yes? And then you go down the rabbit hole even more, you're going to find that the directors, if they're not first time directors, they would have directed other films. So then you look at just the director and interview and search for that, and you're going to find more interviews and how they went about their process. So what you're looking out for is how they cast their actors, and as well as scene by scene, how they shot a particular scene, what challenges they faced, and if a director is worth their salt, and pretty much everyone that I want to work with is worth their salt, they do say, oh, so and so actor came up with this idea, we shot it, and it's in the movie now. So, as an actor, doesn't matter how many times you rehearsed it in the green room, excuse me, not green room, in the rehearsal room, when you get on set or on location, things invariably will change. So, that sets you up to understand that nothing is ever set in stone, not even the lines, not even the scene. The scene can be cut. That's how this is. You lay out a plan, which is the script. You do the scene, and as you do the scene, the director might find this isn't working, or depending on your collaboration level with the director, you might find you saying to the director, this isn't working. As a great actor, you're going to offer up a solution. That might not be the right solution, but it's not a case of being right, it's a case of offering something. Because the director may have thought about that and then said, no, let's not do that. May not have thought about that and said, let's not do that. But because of the collaboration moment, another idea may surface. When you're thinking about things, just because it's the first idea doesn't mean it's the best idea or the one that you're going to roll with. Ideas are just ideas. Without execution, without it being on film, it's just something that came across your head. So if you get that out, invariably another one's going to come after that idea, and another one, and another one. So depending on how long you have to shoot on that particular setup or location, you want to get down as many ideas as you can, because you want to tell this story the best way possible, and that's assisting the director. So when you know the regularity of the setup, that they're going to move on after this because of the light, because of the reservation, and you finish early, then you can say to the director, all right, I've got one more thing in mind. Can we just shoot one take? Can we shoot just maybe, instead of shooting a take, can we do a series of different intentions? Like I recently had a line, give it to me. It says, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Already, vocally, that's different, right? He can use that in the edit. So you want to offer up as much as you can to the director in the edit. And that was a series of me doing that. But if they... So that's just something that you and the director come together with and say, all right. If the director says, no, we haven't got time, just say, okay, no problem, thank you. That's it. He knows that you are on his side. And it's not about ego, it's about giving them what they need in the edit. And as you go from film to director, directors to the other films that they've directed, and you look at the interviews, you will develop a sense of exactly how it is those particular directors cast their actors. And they tell you in school, as an actor, you want to associate yourself with a director. Then down the line, you'll be working with that director on different projects in and out. That's not your choice. Your choice, because you're not a director, you're an actor. You just go out there and present to the best of your ability your interpretation of the character. And when the director asks you to do it a different way, and you don't know how, the important thing is to just try something. And if you're in two minds about doing something, pick the stronger choice. And if it's convoluted direction, then you are allowed to ask questions because it is a collaboration. So don't ever feel that you can't ask a question. But the important thing is that when you say that you can't do something, then you probably are a can't. I think Will Smith said that the person that believes that they can and the other person that believes that they can't, both of them are true. I'm completely butchering that phrase, that paraphrase, but I think you do get what I'm saying. All right, so that's part 5. Peace out.